here today to discuss with you the different forms of child abuse, how to prevent this from happening, and ways to manage our stress in our lives so our children stay protected. First off, let's talk briefly about the forms of child abuse. There is physical, mental, and emotional. Physical abuse is the easiest to detect, as the bruises, scrapes, cuts, and burns are frequent on a child. Parents and guardians need to watch closely to children who have a lot of these signs, as they might be victims of physical abuse. Physical abuse can happen when a parent or guardian loses their temper or gets overly frustrated and in turn lashes out at a child. This is considered severe punishment. Mental abuse has many forms. Neglect, which is the most common, is hard to detect. This happens when a child is not getting enough attention, not being fed enough, or given any water, or poor personal hygiene. Mental abuse is also when a parent or guardian consistently tells a child that they are worthless or no good, or even as far as telling that child that they were a mistake. These words can destroy a child's self-esteem. Emotional abuse is the last form I will touch base on. This comes in the form of verbal abuse, discouraging a child from doing their best, showing acts of violence in front of a child. A child going through this is extremely loyal to that parent. They are afraid that they will get in trouble if they say anything. Some signs to watch out for with emotional abuse are aggressive behaviors towards others, antisocial or lack of self-confidence. We all ask ourselves, how can this be happening to so many children? Most people think that this only happens in bad families. This is not true. A lot of good families are the ones committing this crime. Behind closed doors, we are all different. We may act like everything is great when around people, but that may not be the case when the door closes. In my opinion, when it comes to our children, they have a right to be treated fairly, they have a right to have a happy, fulfilling life, and it is up to us to make this happen for them. Here are some ways to prevent child abuse from happening in your home. You can encourage children to do their best, and if they lose at something, whether it be soccer, basketball, football, whatever it is in life, congratulate them. Tell them they did a great job. Tell them how proud you are of them. That is what a child wants to hear. They do not want to hear how awful they were, or that they should have ran faster, or that they should have practiced more. Children want to hear encouraging words and praises. They deserve to hear encouraging words and praises. Another way to prevent child abuse is to seek help if you feel that you are at risk of abusing an innocent child. There is no shame in making a phone call to someone who can help you and your child. That phone call might save both of your lives. If you are not the one abusing or in fear of abusing, but you know someone who is, be a friend to them, talk to them, help them. Babysit their kids for them for a couple hours, just to give them a break and get a chance to calm down and relax, so their frustrations will not come out on that child. We all have stress in our life. Managing it and learning how to juggle our day-to-day struggles will keep a child out of harm's way. Stress, by definition, is a normal physical response to events that make you feel threatened or upset your balance in some way. Stress is what keeps you on your toes at work or at home. It helps you concentrate more. But when stress becomes out of control, this is when you need to find balance again. Some people get so used to the stress that they do not realize what it is doing to their body, their mind, and their behaviors. Some stress warnings are poor judgment, seeing only the negative, anxious feeling, or constant worrying. If we can identify these warning signs in ourselves, we can prevent taking our stress out on our children and learn how to manage them all at the same time. There are many ways to manage stress in our lives. We can exercise more, try yoga, meditate, take deep breaths. All of these activate the body's relaxation response, which is the exact opposite of the stress response. If you are not that into exercising, you can also try relaxing your schedule. Give yourself a break when needed. Plan me time. We all have to realize that kids make mistakes. They aren't born knowing right and wrong, and they must be taught, and this takes a lot of time and patience. There is a way to balance everything that goes on in your life. It may take some time and hard work to figure out, but there is a way. Children should be enjoyed, not stressed over. Let's all try a little harder to make our little ones happy, healthy, and to just have the best life that they possibly can. They deserve it. Today I have discussed with you the different forms of child abuse, which is physical, mental, and emotional. I have also discussed ways of preventing this from happening, as well as ways to manage your stress in your life. I really hope everyone can use this advice and take steps to finding a good balance in everything that you might be juggling. Our kids deserve a happy life, one filled with joy, encouragement, and understanding. Let's give this to them. And remember, if you don't stop this, who will? Thank you.